and welcome to Thursday's edition of Gatehouse Films. Today we've got a really exciting programme lined up for you. Three of the most exciting new documentary filmmakers have brought their documentaries to us to show for you and to get a public vote on our website. We've also got Kieran O'Brien with us, fantastic film critic. It's lovely to have you here. Haven't seen you for a while as well, it's brilliant to catch up. Now, firstly, we're going to start with Overtime Productions, a fantastic new production company from Bath, founded by the Canadian Megan Lockhurst. With her and her team have managed to produce this lovely short documentary about tattoos. And so here we go. Like, Kieran, have you seen this documentary?
Yeah, I caught up with Megan a couple of weeks ago and she gave me a little advance preview of it, and yeah, it's a very interesting little piece, definitely worth watching.
Fantastic. Should we have a watch of it now?
Most people, to be honest, are more fascinated by it. They have more questions than they have like, why'd you do that?
It's comparing it back to the old stereotypical, you had to be a sailor or a motorcyclist, whatever. It's just, it's not done that way anymore.
We have all heard stories of people going and getting a tattoo and regretting it later or having a bad experience. But what about the people who get a tattoo and then wear them with pride? With more and more people in Britain getting inked, what is the attraction to what could be regarded as a primitive art form? Tattoos have been around for many millennia and have been used to depict a variety of meanings: religious and spiritual beliefs, pledges of love or fertility, rank and status, acts of bravery, and even to mark outcasts and convicts. In more recent history, tattoos have often been perceived negatively as something worn by gangs and prison inmates. Today, however, people often choose to get tattooed for cosmetic or sentimental reasons. We gathered some tattoo collectors together to hear how their ink is perceived and the stories behind the tattoos.
My name's Stuart, I'm 27 and I work for Virgin Mobile as a customer service advisor. I'm in Naif's band, 1987, and I play bass.
My name's Nathan Cable. I work as a customer service advisor for a company called Help Hire. I play in a band called 1987 with Stu. I sing and play synth.
Hi, I'm Mike, I'm 22 and I'm an engineer. I fix CNC machinery for an aeronautical company. And basically I've been interested in tattoos since I was very young, 6 or 7. And I got my first one when I was 17. It was my dad's mate that lived down the road. He always had 2 tattoos. He had, on one arm it was a griffin, and on the other arm it was like a dragon. I think it was fighting some sort of like puma or something. And as he started getting more on the tops of his arms and stuff, and I was growing up, I basically just really got an interest in them, and as soon as I could I went out and got one.
I started out getting... I was looking at a lot of punk rock back when I was younger. I was listening to a lot of punk rock bands and stuff like that. So I was looking at all their tattoos. I was only about 15, 16.
My first tattoo was on the top of my arm. It's basically the most classic tribal tattoo that is around. You see a lot of people with it. So it was sort of like, saw it on the wall. Saw that the price was okay because I was still, getting it for a birthday present. Didn't want to spend too much. And then spent the next sort of like hour and a half getting it put on.
God, it's a long time ago now.
Well,
16?
I was 16 too.
Yeah. My mum, he must have been going through a midlife crisis or something. She was like, I'm going to get a tattoo. Let's go, let's do it. So I went with her because she was scared. And I was sat in there, she's like, I really don't want to get it done. And I was like, I'll get one done if you get it done. She was like, oh, go on then. So she basically just paid. It isn't a crappy little Chinese symbol, which I really regret now looking back on it. But yeah, it was cool, man. 16 years old, just rolling into school and just being like, check that out.
And it's kind of a rebelling thing, I think. I mean, I didn't see my dad for 3 days because he didn't want to speak to me.
So then when I got them on the wrist, I thought I may as well do the forearms. So I had freehand tribal done on the forearm of my left arm, which was alright. It wasn't fantastic.
He said, well, why don't you come down to my house, I'll do your tattoo. So I went there, never had a tattoo before, thinking, yeah, everyone can do tattoos. How hard can they be? And we started on it, and he went so deep, it was just pouring with so much blood. I passed out. He ripped up my skin and scarred my arm, and that's actually just a cover-up now what I've got. So that's the most painful experience I've ever felt on my body.
I always thought they were like beautiful things on people's arms, legs, whatever, and it was just something that I really wanted to get around to doing.
I think for the reason me and Stu get tattoos now is kind of more important as we're more mature, but I think there's a lot of people, even at like 25 and upwards, still just get tattoos for the sake of trying to look cool, whereas I used to do that, but now it is strictly kind of what I really want.
I don't know, because a lot of the time when we play, we just sort of like to dress sort of smart, so we wear like long sleeve shirts and stuff. So we don't. It's not like we're sort of rolling up our sleeves and getting them out for the ladies. I don't know. It's didn't. I guess it does help. There is a certain sort of, it's like, oh, that guy must be in a band.
It's hard to say because, like I say, so many people are getting them because they're popular, and it's comparing it back to the old stereotypical. You had to be a sailor or motorcyclist, whatever. It's just it's not done that way anymore.
I'm a really wimpy guy, but some people have said to me after they've met me, went, "Oh my God, I thought you were like a lunatic or something like that. And, I thought you were like a 30-year-old lunatic." And I was like, "How? Look at me, I'm a weed."
Yeah.
Isn't that a lovely piece? I think it's a fantastic, especially for a first effort from a production company.
Certainly. It's a nice little sort of, the tone of the piece I liked. It's nice and relaxed, just a sort of informal chat with a few people and sort of just getting a little insight into their lives.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Well, our roving reporter Laura Carey actually caught up with James, who's a member of the team, to find out what he thought of the process and how the production went.
And I'm now here to talk to James, who's from Overtime Productions. So what was it that inspired you to make this film?
Well, basically the producer Megan had her heart set on doing tattoos, and so we went about finding people to interview. I don't think we had an idea on what we were going to go with at first, but eventually it kind of like created its own story. It was a nice little journey.
So how did you share the workload within the group?
I think it was quite evenly shared. I did the camera work and sound and the editing. Megan did the production. Fiona was her assistant, and Kieran was post-production coordinator and the writer. It was quite well balanced, I think, at the end, once we'd managed to get roles all sorted out.
Did you get on well as a group?
Yeah, we got fine.
Is there anything you were particularly pleased about within the production?
Yeah, some of the close-ups I think were good. We took some photos with the idea of having the photos moving across the screen. I wish we hadn't used them now and we'd taken more close-ups.
Were there any problems within filming?
Yeah, some of the shots were a bit overexposed or underexposed, and we left far too much headroom on the first contributor that we interviewed, and his hair just kind of melded into the background because it was very orange shot. Didn't have the white balance sorted.
It's all stuff you could fix pretty well.
Yeah, it's all stuff we could fix. It's all stuff if we hadn't panicked a bit when it came to the filming because we were running late. Megan had been in hospital. I think those kind of things, like, it came to the time we were filming and we were like, we don't have much time, let's get on with it. We didn't take our time.
Did that go well, doing it?
Yeah,
under pressure?
Yeah. I mean, it went as well as it did. It's we've got the final finished product. It's there. It speaks for itself, really. I think.
Yeah. So you were pleased with it yourself?
Yeah. I mean, other than the mistakes that we made and the things that could have been fixed,